Everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Let's discuss what happened today in the market and what is the plan for tomorrow, what is the market trend, understand in this video. So starting with the trading mantra, is one important thing I just come across recently is that if you buy a non-FNO stock that is hitting upper circuit or lower circuit, you enter the stock either buying or selling. If you are not able to square off on the intraday, then you are supposed to pay a penalty of 20% of the total value of the exposure that you have taken. Assume you bought a stock which is 100 rupees worth, 100 shares you bought, say 10,000 rupees is the total value of stock. You made some intraday buying is expecting that market will correct and you will sell off, exit the position. If you cannot pay square of the position, then you have to pay 20% total value. This 10,000 rupees and the 20% is 2,000 rupees is the penalty that you have to pay. This is the rule. Please take note of this. Don't get stuck in your stock, illiquid stock on a small profits expectation. It can be a loss. So I want to tell you this. That's it. Okay. Coming to the intraday. Today what happened? Today the entire day was a Vodafone Idea day only. Market was going here and there, sudden down, dip, sudden up move. All these things happening. The Bank Nifty was the most big victim for this today. But however, Bank Nifty was not so much negative actually, but still it is not strong as compared to Nifty. Nifty was very good strong as compared to Bank Nifty. It around 1 o'clock almost it has started giving the up move and started closing above the 11,000. 11,000 was a big round number and psychological support resistance both. So once we crossed above the 11,000 resistance, now it is going to be tough for the people to bring down below 11,000 now. If even people bring down, the media will not allow to bring it down because Reliance now it's there near the 2,000 rupees near round big number. So that's the next target for Reliance. So be cautious about shorting Nifty because there is no indication that is giving weakness in the Nifty. Coming to square of 2, the power of 2, Bank Nifty gave in the last moment a sell signal, but it is a fake. As I told you yesterday, I uploaded one video on power of 2 detailed document where I am explaining about the power of 2. In that both, in case Nifty, Bank Nifty, both should give a sell signal, buy signal, then only it is valid. So it is a fake since Bank Nifty only gives sell signal. Tomorrow, if it gives Nifty sell signal and Bank Nifty continues to be in sell signal, then you can continue to get a short side or put buying opportunity. Okay, so as of now, it is a fake opportunity and it is a weak Bank Nifty signal. So no trade in this. Today, since the opening was about the long breakout, as I mentioned that in the opening, if the price is below the long breakout or above the short breakout, then the market can reverse and you can go for the contra trade. But today the price was opening above the long breakout, so you should not supposed to short the calls. But I shorted the calls as a contra trade, which is almost for 600-700 points away. So there is a chance of getting 20 points because shorting put also is the risky thing because of the Vodafone Idea. Sudden dip can take you down. So that's the reason I've taken some short of 23,000 calls, which is 25 points profit exited. So that's the only thing you can do. Nothing else can be done today because we are open above the long breakout. That's you have to be always in mind. Coming to the market roundup, so market closed above the 11,000 round number. It's a big achievement for Nifty and for all the bulls. And the corona infected case also crossing 11 lakh mark. I don't know how come all these things are synchronized number. This is also 11, that is also 11. There is some number numerology plays, it seems. The treasury, another news was that the major profit booster for HDFC Bank was profit, the mark MTM profit on the treasury bonds buying actually. It is an unrealized profit actually which HDFC Bank has shown and many banks also shown. Since a lot of amount was not given on lending to the retail people, they have invested in the treasury bonds. So these profits were reflected in the bank's profitability. And if the RBI raises the rates, then these treasury bonds yield also can go up and the profits can come down and this can reverse the profits. So there is a caution required in these profits which is unrealized when the RBI raises the rates, which maybe in the next year it can happen possibly, when not in the near future it can happen. In that case only the profitability can give a reversal. And there is another article telling that the 45% there is increase in check bounces in the month of June itself. So this is mostly in case of salaried people only, and this is the real scenario what's happening in the economy. people with lost jobs and they're not having enough money. 45% or 50%, almost half of the checks are bouncing in June 20. It's a very serious case. So the main reason for the moratorium extension, the request by the lot of people to the RBI and the government is because of this. Once the moratorium is removed, then the lot of NPS can come in. So they are trying to postpone the NPA issue. If the moratorium is extended to December 2020, then the chance of NPA being reflected will get postponed. If the even 10%, 15, 20% of the loans under moratorium are going to be becoming NPA, which is a less scenario. If in case something happens like that, the total NPS can be around 20 lakh crores. It's a big amount. So that's the reason the government and RBI is trying to protect the banks to avoid this NPA issue. And because a lot of capital need to be raised, all the banks are in the process of raising the capital, and it's a big panic issue. And main reason for today's rally was your Oxford vaccine early trial. It could be a positive thing, and it is research tells that there is a high immunity for Indians. So the market is bulls are finding all the ways and means of finding the market to want to go up. That's the only thing, nothing else. So if the market wants to go up, here nothing can be done as an individual or retail traders. You cannot fight back and tell no, these so many problems are there. The market cannot go up. You have to stop. You cannot tell that. So market wherever it goes, we have to follow the only thing we have to do. So don't fight against the trend. It's the most stupidest thing. We have to go with the market. Trend is your friend. And Reliance is just 4% away from 2000 level. In this week, for sure, before the expiry, the media, CNBC particularly, will ensure that this will happen. If it's not happening also, they will do all the efforts to do this happen. Once we touch 2000, then sharp reaction can happen. Maybe like a small fake breakout can happen or about 2000 and then start correcting. So this one thing you should always see this in Nifty. In case of Reliance, the Nifty can correct seriously if Reliance started giving up after touching 2000 levels, because the angle I told you that we almost made 76-degree angle in Reliance weekly charts. This is not sustainable. So we need serious correction in Reliance, which will happen anytime. Possibly in not this month, maybe next month it can happen, but will happen. Coming to the Nifty daily view, we are in the racing channel, and 11,200 could be a decent resistance actually based on the trend line. And even Arun up is a completely bullish at 100 levels, and then Arun down is 0. The waves are completely 0, means it is a sleeping mode. Nothing can be done unless it wakes up and moves over 50 and bulls become weak, then only the sell signal can come. Suddenly overnight will not come. You will get enough time. If you see the case of Bank Nifty, the Arun up is down to 68 levels. It is no very weak actually, completely weak. And in case of Arun down also it's weak. The bears are weak. So there is no man zone actually. It is not able to go either on the breakout on the upside or either on the downside. It is just trying to find some ways to where it want to go. Coming to the hourly time frame also, Bank Nifty is looking like forming a head and shoulder pattern and around 22,500 levels. So in case the head and shoulder pattern need to confirm, then we need to break 21,000 levels. 21,000 is a very strong support. You can see 3-4 times we got support in 21,000 levels. If we break 21,000 levels, then sure shot we are going to test the previous lows what we made saw on the March for the Bank Nifty. And Nifty after breaking the 150 points zone, now targeting for 11,100 levels. Technically the 150 points gap, the consolidation zone, we could see here 11,100 levels. That's a possibility. Heikin Asia also is, if you see green candle formed in case of Nifty, Bank Nifty, both were open equal to low. So completely bulls are in control for Nifty, Bank Nifty. But internally Bank Nifty is weak. In case we cross about 23,000, this head and shoulder pattern will break. Close about 23,000 is a must for this pattern to fail. So keep a watch on 23,000 levels. In case if that doesn't happen, then we can look for this head and shoulder pattern to complete. We have to break this 21,000 or 23,000. These two things are very important. Coming to the key data points, the Bank Nifty is very highly bullish, 1.5. This is not sustainable. Most probably we should fizzle out after touching the Reliance touching 2000 levels. Keep a watch on this. 11,100, 11,200 is a place where we can reverse possibly in case the Nifty gives up. But FIs are doing heavy buying, almost 1,900 crores they bought in cash today. Highest open interest is around 11,200. On Friday also same, and today also same. In spite of the rise Nifty, The 11,200 option traders are called option traders are not giving away. And in case of Bank Nifty, 22,000 is the, if you see here, 2322 is the spot, and the highest open interest is in the 22,000 put. So people are, the put traders are not afraid of writing 22,000 puts. They are comfortably writing the puts based on the strength in the Nifty. HDFC Bank was the one which gave the complete powers to the Bank Nifty. In case of Lakshman Rekha, both trailing stop loss and Lakshman Rekha are bullish. We got 741 points gain in the Nifty and 900 points raised in the Bank Nifty. We just see almost the same points in Bank Nifty also. This also gives indication that how weak is Bank Nifty. Normally in this case of scenario, the way how Nifty is strong, Bank Nifty should have almost reached 23,000 levels as of now actually. We will see. Then in case of moving average also, 200 moving average, everybody is aware now that we are closing above this, and all the key moving average we are closing above this. 20 DA moving average will be the key support levels on any down moves. And in case of Bank Nifty, 100-day moving average was a clear support, 21,400 levels. In case we break this level only, then some weakness can come. But Nifty also should bring the weakness. In spite of only have Bank Nifty weakness, nothing can be done, because Nifty will try to give support. And I am adding this one more thing here, standard deviation also, like mean. There are 5 levels actually. Mean reversion, and then 1 standard deviation low, 2 standard deviation low, 1 standard deviation high, 2 standard deviation high. In the March lows breakout, we went below 2 standard deviation low and could not sustain, and then went on the upside. So we have to keep a watch on this. Any rise will see resistance at these levels. So now, but there is a big gap in the mean, even touching the mean in case of Bank Nifty. This is another weakness in Bank Nifty. So something seriously fishing happening in the Bank Nifty. So sudden breakout can come on the upside or downside. So one has to be keep a watch on this. Keep a watch on the power of 2. Once we get signal in Nifty, then you can see some good down move. Buying puts can be rewarding. And in case of FIS data, today they bought around 1,600 contracts. They squared off their longs actually. Not the significant thing. And proprietary traders have shorted big amount of quantity in puts actually, 1,20,000 contracts. So this is something very huge, very highly confident that this market will not go down. So shorting puts naked is very risky. You need to have always a hedge. So in case you want to short puts, you need to have a hedge. That is very important. You can have a hedge by buying puts or out of the money puts, or shorting deep in the money calls. These two things can be done, but you need to do the adjustment so that you can be comfortably shorting the puts. I will try to take one more slide sometime in the next coming week, coming days, on shorting the puts. Some techniques I will show you. So this end of the day Excel dashboard also. So we can have a good support at 20,200, 20,100. So this place where the puts are being sold also heavily, and the call option rate is squaring the position 2200. And in case of Nifty, 10,950 call rates also are squaring of the positions, and put completely everything is being sold, everything is below VWAP. So this is the VWAP and this is the last trading price. So everything is trading below VWAP. Almost 10 lakhs of open interest added in the 11,000 puts also at 90 rupees. 90 rupees is the 145 high it went, 90 rupees where it is the currently traded price. And next for the coming levels, tomorrow trading levels, long breakout 22,500, short breakout is 22,100. So comfortably, if you are in between this range, 22,000 puts can be shorted on the downside, and 22,500 calls. Since market is bullish, Bank Nifty, 23,000 calls only is very safest as of now, till we don't give any signal for short. But Nifty has to give a sell signal, then only we can go for a shorting in the power of 2 strategy. In case of Nifty, 11,068 is a long breakout and 10,975 short breakout. In case markets opening above long breakout, don't short calls. In case markets open below short breakout, don't short puts. This is one simple rule. If you follow it, you will never make any mistakes and losses. So today, coming to the learning point, many of you could have been known about this Gann square of 9. Certain things I will tell you which you may not be aware, not many of them, so I'll just tell you. So just online, go to Google, anywhere you can find this Gann square of 9 calculation you get. So you have to plug in the latest figure, what is the current price, whether it's any stock, instrument, equity, indices, whatever, it doesn't care about that, only the number it takes care. So today is 11,022 is the closing price. You update it here, automatically you get plotted this numbers. So what is numbers? Other small numbers you just ignore it, maybe sometime I will tell you. These numbers are very important. This is squares. So 105 into 105. 105 square is 11,025. This is 11,025. 104 square is 10,816. 106 square is 11,236. So these three numbers, all the squares are going to be very, very good support, strong support, and also resistance. Once we cross above this 11,025, then we can target for 11,236. In case a failure of achieving this figure, then we can go and break this number and go down. So this is the way you have to keep a tab on this. You cannot do a intraday trading or positional trading based on this. It's just for understanding where is the next resistance, next support. So almost 230 points, you can see 200 points move once we cross 11,025 levels. This is what you have to see. Similarly, cube numbers are still more powerful and going to give lot of support resistance as compared to the square numbers. If you see 22 cube is 10,648. You know how strong support was there around 10,500, 600 levels. See, this is the power of 20 cubes. 22 cubes 10,648 and 23 cube is 12,167. So now 12,167 is going to be big resistance, but chances looks very dim as of now. There is less chance that we may reach 12,000 in this year as such. Maybe possibly in the year end, because of the Santa rally, all these things can come something. If the coronavirus is under control and vaccine is found, there is possibility, but otherwise 12,167 is the next level of resistance. And how to do this intraday trading for this based on the Gann square of 9 using the Gann logic and your base number. So now 11,000 is your big support now. This is a big round number. Now apply the cubes. 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64. Add this to the base number 11,008, 11,008, 11,027, 11,064. Tomorrow or any day, whatever, any time. Tomorrow when there is a big rise, 11,064 could be resistance. If we cross, then 11,125 will touch, then 11,216. So this way you can see the numbers, the resistance will happen actually. Once we cross these levels, the swift movement happen between these numbers. So keep a note of these numbers and write somewhere Excel or trigger alert so that you can use these numbers for trading. Tomorrow keep a note on this 11,064, 11,027, 11,125. These were places. Once we reach exactly maybe like 2-3 points here and there, the resistance can come and market will reverse. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe and like the channel. If you like this video, I will bring out with more videos interestingly for you. Thank you for all your support. Bye.